constituency, arranged by the motorcycle action group known as MAG. This is the one from South West. We've come down from Taunton, and it's a demonstration against some EU regulations that they're trying to bring in, which include anti-tampering and stopping us modifying our bikes in a way for which there is no evidence that it's either needed or that the things they're trying to bring in would actually help in any way. And this is riders showing MEPs who are potentially going to vote on this regulation that the motorcycle action group negotiations brought back many times. It was due to be next week, it's now not until October, and we're in negotiation, and this is a demonstration to show how strongly riders feel about these regulations being brought in that compromise our freedom. They're not something that will make us safer, there's no evidence for it, and we're here to demonstrate about how we feel.
And what are these regulations, in a nutshell, for Granny Bob and Chaos? Check your... yeah?
They're incredibly complex, which is why the Motorcycle Action Group is very helpful to campaign planners. We can read them and understand them. But they include things like anti-tampering, which means many riders, you'll find nearly every bike here is modified in some way. My motorcycle is modified to make it lower, because I'm quite short. It's unclear exactly what's going to be banned, because there's something called the Lisbon Treaty, which means delegated acts are brought in. So they vote the regulation in, and then afterwards a technocrat, so it's not actually done democratically, decides what the regulation is. But it could be anything from changing anything through the powertrain of your bike, including the profile of the rear tyre. We don't know exactly what the regulation is because they're not actually saying. There's also compulsory ABS on motorcycles, including very small ones, which there isn't the technology to do that at the moment, and that's going to increase the cost, and that cost is then going to be put on to the consumer. That's going to push people off the bikes. It's going to put many businesses out of business because they make aftermarket parts, and although this will only apply to new motorcycles,